What is going on, everybody? Psych Perspectives, GeoFlux here. And in this video, I'm just having lunch at the Flint Farmers Market and giving y'all an update on everything that's going on at my house. So if y'all remember, I still wear my mask as much as possible. I don't care. KN95, 94, or X95s, or N95s, my bad. N95s, KN95s, or KN94s. Alright. But if y'all recall, back in January of this year, January 15th, on Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s actual birthday, and they also celebrated his holiday on his actual birthday in 2024, my boiler went out. They couldn't send an HVAC person until Friday. So I had to wait 4 or 5 days in between. By the time they came, they said it was a faulty thermostat. Brand new. They installed a brand new thermostat, but by then the pipes had, frozen and ended up bursting when they unthawed. So it's been an ongoing issue. So I ended up doing a boiler to furnace conversion towards the end of March of 2024. And that was a little under $7,000. So, I put the 20% down and then continued to pay it off. I finally paid it off at the beginning of this month, August of 2024. And now I'm about to go right back into financing completely new water lines, new valves. So much has to be done to the plumbing. So I'm getting all new water lines, some new plumbing, some new valve work, and that'll be done by Goyette. Gotta get Goyette. If you're in Michigan, you know what I'm talking about. Gotta get Goyette, and it's almost $7,500. And of course, the way this works is I put 50, half of it down, 50% down, and then after it's completed, I put the other 50%, the remaining balance. And I'm just like, but I'm actually getting a really good deal because of who I know, who works there. So it's like plumbing for the entire house, all new water lines, all new valves. Yeah, it's a lot. So I'm doing that now. So when people ask, why are you always working? All of these different events, part-time work, full-time work, contract work, you're always on the go. When are you ever at home? When do you get to relax? What about your family? You're abandoning us. These are things that I have been told. Okay? I'm working. I have bills to pay. I have renovation work that has to be done on my house. When people talk about home ownership, yes, it's a great thing if it's affordable and doable, but it's not really affordable and doable for the vast majority of people, for the vast majority of us. I'm a millennial. I will be 32, Lord willing, ancestors willing, universe willing, energy willing. October 15th, 2024, I'll be turning 32. I'm a millennial, and it's hard out here. It's hard out here. So, like I said, on average, I work between 12 and 14 hours a day, sometimes 16 to 18 hours, depending on what's going on, because I have a full-time job that's typically 40 to 45 hours a week. And then I also have a part-time job that adds on another 20 to 24 hours a week. And then I do contract work. And I also do side hustles with business ventures that I'm working on, event planning, event operations, content creation, home ownership education, financial coaching, credit counseling, content creation, politics, just different things that I do. Then I'm also essentially a caretaker and provider for my granny and mom. If you don't know, my mom has multiple sclerosis and has been dealing with diverticulitis and other health issues. things are getting, it's been a lot. And then I have my own life, my own health issues, and I'm also assisting with my granny, making sure she's good, making sure she's taken care of. Just bought her a bunch of tomatoes because that's what she wanted. Pretty good. Asian honey from the Flint Hardwood, a part of Flint Social Club and Flint Farmers Market. If you're ever in the area, check them out. Chicken wings, Asian hot honey. Pretty good. Ooh. Wet and juicy. Pretty good. I'm trying to scoot it up if I was getting stuff all over the place so y'all can see. Wet and juicy, baby. Shout out to DJ Chef Nate. Shout out to TC McLean Enterprises. Shout out to Chef Nate Brown. Shout out to Flint, Michigan. Shout out to Tony Vu. This is good. Yeah. I told you they wet. That's good. But ooh, got that hot spice to it, but it's honey. But yeah, so that's what I've been working on. That's what I've been focused on. It's been a lot. And that's why, like, I'm on the go. I'm on the go. And again, when people talk about the cost of living, this is what we're talking about. You know, back in the day, a person could be making $30, $40, $50, $60,000 a year and become a homeowner and afford it. Take care of a whole family on one salary, on one income. You know, you had living wages, but more importantly, towards the living wages is you had family wages. So one person could work a job and take care of at least a 4 to 5, maybe even 6 person family. And of course, typically it was a man, but then as time went on, and I'm not gonna say typically because again, when you look at history, that whole nuclear family with the man working was still mostly white people. It was mostly white folks, and if we're breaking it down, it wasn't all white people. It was white middle class people, white middle class, upper class people. Okay, there's a class and a race and a gender dynamic. It is what it is. Welcome to society. Welcome to history. Welcome to the world. Welcome to the past and the present. And if we don't get things correct, we might continue this shady mess into the future. So we got to do something now, today. Okay? But seriously, a lot of us are working 2 and 3 jobs, working well over 60 hours a week. I mean, I feel like most of us are working closer to like 60 to 80 hours a week on average. And bills are steady piling up. Cost of living has not came down. I will say this, inflation has come down. Inflation has come down dramatically. However, price gouging is steady going on. At the end of the day, these corporations, these businesses, they are greedy. They don't care. They are going to get every penny, every dime, every nickel, every dime, every quarter, every half dollar, every dollar out of you. They don't care. You know, because at the end of the day, it's all about them making money and their profit. And I also want every working person to know. If you work for a company, a business, a nonprofit, you work a job, and your job or your employer is telling you, oh, we made profits, we made a profit, we turned a profit. Essentially, it just needs to be said, profits are stolen wages, stolen salaries. It's stolen money from you. It is wage theft. And then my thing is, okay, make a profit, but that doesn't mean screw your workers over. That doesn't mean screw your employers over. That doesn't mean screw your consumer over. Okay? Because again, you want people to purchase homes, you want people to start families, but you don't want to pay people living wages? You don't want to make homes affordable? And also, you're not creating quality people for people to start relationships in order to have a family with. There's so many societal problems right now, and they're all compounded and intertwined into each other. They're all connected. So it's just something to think about. That's all I'm saying. But, yeah, I got to shill out another $7,500, come up with the 50%. They start next week. So, yeah, it's grind mode, which brings me to my next thing. Even when you call yourself saving money, you're not really saving shit in today's economy, because you're saving towards the next bill, the next rainy day, the next emergency. Shit is always happening, and you still have to live day to day. So oh yeah, I saved, but now I got to turn around and pull that out of the savings. Because it's a rainy day, got to get the pipes fixed, got to do that quick, because it's about to be September. It'll be cold in wintertime before you know it in Michigan, in the Midwest. And it'll be wintertime in general, right? In general, we typically have 4 seasons. Even though with climate change, things are crazy. That's good. Ooh, that's good. Flint Hardwood, Flint Social Club, Flint Farmers Market. DJ Chef Nate, Tony Boo. I need to come on down here. Flint Town. Wow. That's good. Oh, wow. That is good. Wow. But, that is really tasty. Seriously. That was delish. Always get your water. Anyways, so, and then the cost of food, I came down here originally to get my granny some fresh tomatoes, because everything going on at my house, I didn't do my garden this year. Last year, I had so many tomatoes, poblano peppers, habanero peppers, jalapenos, watermelon. But, of course, this year, sorry about that. This year, I had so much going on at my house. And mind you, after we do the pipes, the plumbing, and the water lines, and the valves, after all that's done, I have to start painting, either or, I either start painting the rooms, the kitchen, the kitchen, the dining room, and the 2 bedrooms and the bathroom, and then eventually get to the family room and the hallways and all of that. Or I need to tear up the floors, get to the subfloor. We need a new subfloor for the entire house because of the water damage, the dry rot, the black mold, the water damage. New subfloor and new flooring. I'm likely going to do vinyl throughout the house, all vinyl flooring and or laminate flooring, really leaning towards vinyl. I got to get new bedroom doors, especially for my mom's room. Got to do that. And yeah, so it's an ongoing thing. But I'm like, okay, if I get this plumbing and water, we got water in the house again. We already got heat because we got the furnace now. And then hopefully next spring, summer, I'm going to get the AC, the central air added. But it was just so much. But basically, I'm rehabbing an entire house. So it's like, it's expensive. It is not something that people can just pull out, especially when you look at how much money we're making, how much the cost of living is, and how much all of the goods and services and materials and labor costs. It's crazy out here. But if you ever come to the Flint Farmers Market, make sure y'all check out the Flint Fresh Mobile Market. They are typically outside in the front, and also they also have the Flint Fresh grocery store, right? Downtown Flint. But look at these. This is why I like coming to the farmers markets. I come to Flint Farmers Market a lot, but shoot, there's a Davison one, there's a Mount Morris one. There's farmers markets typically in every municipality, county, city, state. But check them out, man. And these are from local growers throughout Genesee County in the state of Michigan. And these were $5 a piece. $5 a piece. You get a lot of tomatoes for that price. Okay, and then these are fresh. You don't have all of those pesticides necessarily or preservatives in it. And then some are just straight up organic, so they're organic and non-GMO. And for $5 per crate here, and these are Tom's tomatoes. We got another big one because I bought 2 crates. This was $10 for both of these for my granny. She loves her fresh veggies and stuff. Plus, we end up getting a bunch of tomatoes because we can. And it's about to be canning season, September, October, November. We be canning our butts off. So, getting ready for that. But check out the Flint Fresh Mobile Market, okay? It's definitely something to consider. They also have veggie boxes and fruit boxes and that they can mail out throughout the city of Flint and Genesee County and surrounding areas. So support local business, support local growers and gardeners and farmers. Support your people, support your community, and then, like I said, get you some fresh fruits and vegetables. Tom tomatoes, decent size. Okay? Support your urban gardeners. All of that. Start urban gardening and co-ops in your community. Each one teach one, so everybody can eat fresh fruits and veggies and support your community. Right? So that's something to consider as well. But yeah, I just wanted to make that video real quick to discuss that because there's just so much going on. And like I said, I'm a millennial, so Dragon Ball Z, rest in peace. Rest in peace. But millennial true and true, 1992. Whew. But yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about real quick. Just a little quick update on the house, what I'm doing. As you can see, the bags. And this is nothing that I'm not bragging about the bags. This is sad. This is sad. We should not have to work 24/7, 365. This is late stage capitalism. I'm just a firm believer that, number one, our tax dollars should benefit us. We're losing 20 to 25% of our income in taxes and deductions. I just think that should benefit us. Number two, I think that basic needs should be human rights and should just be met. Like, there should be free housing and free food and shelter and free water. And there should also be affordable rates for them, for those of us that obviously have more to give. But the mess that we're dealing with, especially for millennials and Gen Zers, and it's hurting everybody. It's hurting baby boomers, it's hurting Gen X, it's hurting millennials, it's hurting Gen Zers, it's hurting Gen Alpha, it's hurting everybody. But we have to be honest. Obviously, millennials and Gen Zers are dealing with things a lot worse. Like, we have yet to have a quality economy for our generation. So yeah, it's hurting us badly. And I'm just showing you my real everyday life. But anyways, my lunch is almost over and I gotta get back to work. Gotta put in another 5 hours, okay? And then I got a meeting after work that's typically an hour and a half to 2 hours. So it's 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., just right there. You get your lunch, little break here and there, and then you go right back to the grind. So let me go on and enjoy the rest of this lunch and then get back to work. Capitalism, late stage capitalism.